Good morning from snow-laden Indiana. This is today's take. I I watched a video shortly after I got up of about America's civic rating, and what this is it's a rating that nations are given based on not their economic status, but on their civil liberty status. And America has been moved from being one of the premier to being along the lines of countries like Venezuela and some African countries, and essentially oppressed nations. It's because of Trump's attacks on the media, the boots on the ground, illegal law enforcement, the cutback on civil liberties in a lot of areas, threats against government officials if they don't play by his rules, that sort of thing. And I got to thinking, we all talk about the Constitution, very important, our founding papers, and we know that he has tried to dismantle it completely or completely ignore it. But another one of our founding papers, the Declaration that we wrote up at the time of our independence. People tend to neglect this piece of paper, but it's vitally important. Not only did it give us our status of independence on paper, what it also says is if the government becomes oppressive, we as the American populace have a right to disband it, reorganize it, and reestablish it. And if you read it, it goes down an entire litany of things that a president does that validates the removal of an administration. Now, it's a lengthy thing, and if you go to my Facebook post, and I'll post the link in the first comments when this posts, if you read it, you can see that he has done pretty much everything that this says that a president is not supposed to do, and the reasons that he and the administration may be shut down and the government effectively recreated. Now, some would call that insurrection, but I would call it following the lines and the ideology of our founding fathers. He's cracked down on protests, free speech. Even CNN, one of the most liberal news stations in all of the country, have said with the changing of the guard at the company that they would be more Trump friendly. They're bowing to pressure. Here in Indiana, we had redistricting, like some other states are, and they originally knocked it down, never made it to a full vote. Trump called, or had his people call, various members of the Indiana legislature and threatened their job if they didn't vote for this redistrict. Now, the majority of the people in Indiana, including Republicans, don't want redistricting. But many now are bowing to the pressure of this pompous, arrogant, aristocratic failure of a man and president. It passed one half of the legislature, and the way people are, they worry more about their position than they do about their actual job, so it's not going to surprise me if it passes. But while we're talking about the need for the Constitution, let us remember the edicts of the Declaration of Independence. What Trump and his cronies will call insurrection, the Declaration calls a duty. So, for any member of the U.S. Congress that hears this, Republican, Democrat, third party, independent, I don't care. Remember who put you in office. Remember that you work for the whole of the nation. And even if it may cost you your position in Congress, you people need to start doing what's right. It's time to remove this buffoon from office. Remove his administration and get somebody in there who understands what being a president's about, that he works for the people. That's all it is. He is an employee. It's time to fire him. That's today's take. Have a blessed day.